Mula po sa Volleyball Central, the Philoil Flying V Center, nagsisimula ang quarterfinal action for your PVL Reinforced Conference. At syempre, matindi ang simula ng quarterfinals natin. A triple header is what is greeting you on this Saturday afternoon. And this is already the second game of our triple header. Pag-usapan natin ang Navy Lady Oragons and the Purest Water Defenders of NU. Mamaya-maya, Air Force Lady Warriors versus the Angels. That will be the third game of this Saturday triple header live on SNA. For ABS-CBN Sports, ako po si Boom Gonzalez, kasama si Doc AJ Parea, and of course, Roxanne Monte Alegre will be joining us as our panel at large. We thank you for joining us dito sa napaka-maulan na Sabado ng hapon. Roxanne, it's so good to see you again. It's been a while at least for me to work with you.
Yes, hello, Boom and Doc AJ. Hello. And sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, sabi mo nga malamig today. But I'm sure mas mainit yung games natin dito sa San Juan Arena.
Dito sa loob, Doc, tayo naman, kamakailan lamang magkasama tayo for an exciting game. Another one to start the quarterfinals today.
Yes, Boom, hi Rock. So it's back to zero since quarterfinals na tayo and maulan na Sabado ngayon. So tignan natin kung sino yung masuhugot ng lakas mula sa ulan. Ang Navy Lady Oragons ba or yung Purest Water Defenders from Balipure?
Okay, we're ready. Hopefully you're ready. Tara, game!
Welcome mga kapamilya to Day 15 of the PVL Reinforced Conference. At kung maaalala nyo, the Lady Oragons had a heartbreaking loss sa last game nila against the Cool Smashers, and they actually finished at last standings natin. And on the other side of the court naman, you can see the Water Defenders who also came from a loss sa 5-setter match nila against the High Flyers. And both teams galing sa talo, pero kung babalikan nyo rin ang opening day ng Water Defenders, natalo sila ng Iriga. Kaya naman, this is their chance para bawiin yon. So tingnan natin who will be able to move forward dito sa quarterfinals. Boom?
Yeah, basically, this is the last chance for these 6 teams to join the top 2 teams. Doc, para doon sa mga kakatunin lamang or maybe our first-timers dito sa PVL, what does this quarterfinal format mean?
Well, yung quarterfinal format, ibig sabihin, meron ng 2 teams waiting for the semifinals, yung Cool Smashers, saka yung Paymaya High Flyers. But right now, yung other 6 teams here in the quarterfinals will have a single round robin. Tapos yung top 2 teams will emerge as the finalists to complete yung ating semifinals.
That's right. So, again, this is the last chance. 2 teams safely up there. 6 teams will battle it out. Kaya nga sinabi ni Doc AJ kanina, back to zero ang kalagayan ng ating 6 na kupunan dito sa quarterfinals. Now, Roxanne, as always, has something great to feature for us, but this one's extra special because it includes her. Parang ganun ba yan? Tama ba yung chismis na narinig ko, Roxanne?
Yes, actually, ang maganda dito sa PVL, we don't just get to know them inside the court, but also off-court. And this time, we are featuring Anastasia Trach from the Angels. Nagkaroon kami ng climbing/bonding session, and mas kilalanin natin siya dito. When it comes to firepower, heaven sent ang Ukrainian hitter na si Anastasia Trach para sa Petrogas Angels. At today, mas makikilala natin si Tasha at kung paano niya tutulungan ang Petrogas Angels to get more wins this season.
Good rally. Oh, what a combination play! Trach with a point. Another 6-9. Trach cross court. Wow.
So Tasha, how did you start playing volleyball?
Well, I started volleyball when I was 9 years old, and there was a coach from the school, so he just invited me for practice. And actually, when I was working on the practice, I was sure it's basketball, not volleyball.
Volleyball also took you to different places, so can you share with us what countries have you been to?
Yeah, it was Turkey, Cyprus, Slovakia, Poland, Kazakhstan, Romania. Yeah, so I love volleyball for that opportunity that he gave me to see life in different countries from inside, you know, not just like a tourist. So yeah, it's very nice.
So how do you find the Philippines so far? How has it been for you, especially with the food, with the people?
I love people here. They're so friendly, everyone smiling. It's an atmosphere here, just you can't describe it by words. It's very nice here. I enjoy every day.
What things have you learned also in the Philippines, or what other things have you been teaching also your teammates?
Yeah, I think we have very good atmosphere in the team. So yeah, we give advice on practices, and girls, if I gave some advices, they trying to listen. Also, I listen girls what they told me. So yeah, it's very good atmosphere.
You talked about winning the championship and a few more games, but you know what? For today, we have something exciting for you. This is your first time to climb, so are you excited to try this?
I'm very excited. Let's go to try it.
Yes, let's go climb.
Hi Tasha and Rox, I'm Jane and welcome to Climb Central Manila. Okay, first things first, I'm going to discuss the house rules. For the top rope, we have two lines here, climber's line and belayer's line. In climber's line, this is the carabiner, this is where we clip in. So how do you use the carabiner? Down, twist, and then press, and then you clip in here in your belay loop. Release it, it will automatically lock. And then next is belaying. Belaying is proper way of managing the rope or act of pulling the rope. So every time someone is climbing belayer, your job is to pull the rope or to remove the slack rope.
All right, cool. Game? Let's go. Alright, Tasha, so this is your first time to climb, right?
Yes.
How was the experience for you?
I like it a lot. If to be honest, I thought it would be more harder, but with your guys' support, it was much easier. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely, I will come back here. That's what I'm feeling now. I want to try more and more.
And do you have any message for the volleyball supporters?
Yes, thank you that you're coming for our games, and I hope to see you for our next game. Come to support us.
Thank you, Tasha. Catch Tasha and the rest of the Angels only here on PVL.
And Tasha and the rest of the Angels are going up against the Air Force Lady Warriors in the third game of our triple header. Me and Doc AJ are big fans of her from the last game that we covered. So we're very much excited for that and interested for that. But besides that, did you see our partner here flexing and, you know, bringing out the guns while climbing? Roxanne, grabe.
Buti nga hindi kayo pinagsabay eh. Parang yung 3 strides niya. 3 strides mo, 1 stride mo.
Actually, kinat nila yon kasi nagpunahan kami. Pero yung tatlong hakbang ko, isa lang, isang kamay lang niya.
Pero how was the experience? Kwentuhan mo kami saglit.
Alam mo, aside from climbing, nagkwentuhan din kami. And what's interesting to note with Anastasia is actually she has a twin sister also competing volleyball volleyball. She's now in the championships in France. So, healthy competition daw sa kanila yon. 24 hours, their cameras are on standby para magbabalitaan sila what happened to their games.
Nice. We are big fans. Me and Doc AJ, we saw how intense she was, how vocal she was in her last game.
Tapos off the court, very soft-spoken.
Yeah, with her hair down. Yeah, yan ang epekto ni Roxanne kasi.
Grabe na. But later on, we'll find out more about her. But for now, pwede natin imbitahan ang ating mga kapamilya. They can ask you, Doc AJ and Boom, any questions they want. You can send their comments. Just use the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. And you can tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports. And you can also check out exclusive photos on our Instagram account at ABS-CBN Sports. At syempre rin, i-follow nyo ang Premier Volleyball League on Facebook. And if you want to keep updated on all things sports and volleyballs, you can also check the #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com.
All right, there's so much to look out for dito sa inyong PVL Reinforced Conference. Of course, this is the quarterfinal action that we're talking about on this Saturday. All right, si Roxanne ay magpapahinga saglit lang because magtatrabaho siya, iikot at roronda siya dito sa Philoil Flying V para makakuha ng mga interview, mga balita at kung ano-ano pa. So we'll see you in a bit. Yes, Roxanne?
Yes, before that, actually, meron pa tayong isang regalo sa mga kapamilya natin. Yung photo booth at StarCam natin. Yung photo booth natin, another reason for you to be here at the San Juan Arena. You can take photos with your favorite idols. Kita natin yun si Janisa Johnson jamming with the fans. And also, I think, Boom, there's another feature now for the live stream.
Yes, like, for example, if you want to concentrate on Janisa Johnson or any other player from these two teams that are seeing action, of course, we have the StarCam. We've been doing it the whole season at tuloy-tuloy yan sa quarterfinals. Whether isang set gusto nyo siyang panoorin, whether buong game pwede siyang panoorin kung gusto nyo lang na nakafocus sa kanila, yung kanilang laro, kanilang mga reaksyon, the StarCam is for you. Baka gusto nyo yung StarCam na kay Roxanne Montealegre rin. Pwede rin siguro yan. Gagawa natin ang paraan. We'll talk to Roxanne. In a bit, kami naman ni Doc AJ ay magbabalik para pag-usapan ang ating quarterfinals dito sa PVL on ABS-CBN. Ilang minuto na lang magsisimula na ang quarterfinal action labanan between the Lady Oragons and the Purest Water Defenders dito po sa loob ng Philoil Flying V Center live on SNA and of course available in HD on SNA HD Channel 166. Muli po, Boom Gonzalez, Doc AJ Parea, and mga kasama natin from the Water Defenders, Rosalind Doria. Hello, good afternoon, and Rose, thank you very much for being with us. Unang-una, congratulations. You naka-double figures ka nung last game for the first time this season. Pero medyo up and down ang kampanya so far ng Water Defenders. Naghahanap kayo ng consistency. Paano natin makukuha yan sa inyo?
Siguro po, sabi nga po ni Coach, kailangan po namin ng consistency. Para marunong po kami magsimula, kailangan po namin tapusin. Marunong po kami magtapos.
Tapos Rosalind, diba sila yung unang game nyo? I'm sure medyo may first game jitters pa kayo, nagkakapaan pa kayo nun. Ano yung gagawin yung bago for this game para to make sure na makukuha nyo yung panalo?
Siguro, once na nagkaroon po kami ng pasa, yun na po, sunod-sunod na po yun. May sets, meron na din palo. And kailangan din po namin ma-block lahat po ng palo nila.
Para naman sa'yo, 12 points nung last time. Siyempre, ang ganda yun para sa kumpiyansa mo. Paano mo mapapatuloy yan dito sa laban na ito?
Gagawin ko pa rin po yung best ko. I-maintain po yung points na yun. And kailangan, sabi nga po ni Coach, mas angatan ko pa po yung performance ko.
Okay, good luck. Stay healthy. And good luck dito sa quarterfinal match nyo.
Thank you po.
Okay, that's Rosalind Doria, of course, from the Purest Water Defenders. She'll go back warming up dahil kailangan niya yan, dahil matindi ang kanilang mga kalaban ngayon, the Lady Oragons. Your thoughts on that last game of the Water Defenders?
Well, medyo kinulang lang sila against the High Flyers, no? Knowing na High Flyers sila na yung nasa semifinals ngayon, tapos they were able to stretch it out in 5 sets. Medyo kinapos lang talaga in the 5th set, 15-9, but with that statement talaga, we all know what the Balipure Purest Water Defenders are capable of despite being infused with a lot of high schoolers.
All right, now, ito today, gusto makabawi, obviously, ng Water Defenders. The Lady Oragons dealt them a loss at opening day para sa PVL season. And the Water Defenders hopefully will get that win back. And also, gusto rin nila makabawi. Dahil sabi nga ni Doc, at saka sabi ni Roxanne kanina, galing sila sa talo. And this is unfortunate dahil napakaganda nung simula nila, Doc, at 25-13 first set.
Yeah, parang ang laking boost in their confidence with that first set. And towards until the fourth set, dikitan yung laban eh. Both teams were able to stretch it out in the 20s in the second, third, and fourth. It just so happened that in the fifth set, that's where some of the jitters probably came in, and that's where talaga lumabas naman yung pagiging veterans ng high flyers with most of their players, yung mga college players na NU versus Balipure, who most players are from the high school.
That's right. Janice Johnson, 27 points. Alexis Matthews, 16 points. At nabanggit nga natin, Roslyn Doria backing them up with 12 points. Pero kinapos pa rin, and they're hoping that the quarterfinals will give them a change of fortunes against the Lady Oragons na amin naman pag-uusapan, at meron din tayong kakausapin at i-interviewin sa ating pagbabalik dito sa SNA. Magbabalik po tayo sa loob ng Philoil Flying V Center. Patuloy po ang ating coverage ng ating quarterfinals ng inyong PVL. Kasama naman natin Cindy Imbo mula sa Lady Oragons. Good afternoon and welcome sa ating pre-game. Okay, Cindy, maganda yung simula ng team. Nakapanalo. Ang natalo nyo ay yung makakalaban nyo ngayon. Pero mula nun, sunod-sunod na pagkakatalo. Anong nangyari?
Siguro nagkulang lang po sa communication. Yun lang po kasi talaga yung kulang sa amin. Tsaka yung pag-uusap sa bawat isa po. Yun lang po.
Okay, so Cindy, yung experience niyo dun sa elimination, syempre, started on a high note, tapos medyo nagkulang nung mga susunod na games. Ano yung mga naging adjustments nung team to make sure na at least going into the quarterfinals, simulan nyo ulit ng maganda?
Yun lang po, sobrang pagtitraining po namin. Doon po namin sinimulan yun lahat. Tsaka yung mga kulang po namin, parang yung kulang namin sa elimination, parang ginawan po namin ng paraan para po dito sa second round, magagawa na po namin na ano.
Kaya nga tayo may ganitong round, kaya nga tayo may quarterfinals. Opo. Para panibagong pagkakataon, no? Para pumangon. Well, good luck sa game ngayon, Cindy, sa inyong kupunan at sa mga fans, of course, ng Lady Oragons. Cindy Imbo, sinamahan tayo. You're very welcome. Sinamahan tayo dito sa pre-game. Now, Doc, the issue para dito sa Lady Oragons is local support because yung kanilang reinforcements, number 5 and number 7 in scoring here in the tournament.
Yeah, when it comes kasi sa ganitong tournament na reinforced, we all know na yung mga foreign guest players will really deliver, you know? They're here for a reason, is to really boost up the offense or whatever department that they're assigned in. It just so happens na the teams that really succeed in this type of tournament, yung mga talagang yung local support is malakas. So, ito yung magandang challenge for the Lady Oragons na at least quarterfinals, they're gonna go on a clean slate. At least may time talaga sila to really gel up and add that much needed support for their foreign guest players.
Their imports, their guest players are averaging 37 points in the tournament. It's them, the locals, that need to step up here in the quarterfinals. They're coming off another loss, as we said, 6 nga na dikit-dikit na pagkatalo yan, the last of which was against the very popular number 1 team, Cool Smashers, who are waiting in the wings in the next round. But that was a dogfight. Those were 3 very tightly fought sets.
Yeah, even if the Lady Oragons finished last in the eliminations, makita naman natin na nandun, they have the punch enough to at least challenge yung number 1 team ngayon. In kahit 3 straight sets yan, they were able to stretch it out in very close points, 25-21, 26-24, 25-23. It just so happens that the local players ng Cool Smashers ang talagang nag-deliver for them, si Eliza Valdez and Gemma Galanza. So yun yung perhaps magandang challenge for the Lady Oragons to improve their performance from the elimination.
Macy Uben and Lauren White, they know what's the challenge for them. They top scored in that match kontra Cool Smashers, kaya lang kinapos ng local support. Hopefully the quarterfinals brings a new energy sa locals dito sa Lady Oragons na makakatapat ng Purest Water Defenders in game number 2 ng ating triple header today, Saturday. Quarter-final, samahan niyo po kami on our social media. Of course, hindi po nagbabago yan at ABS-CBN Sports. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of pictures ready for you guys. Also, our IG is at ABS-CBN Sports. Ang hashtag natin hindi po nagbabago. PVL on ABS-CBN. And of course, we're also online. We've got the Facebook page. We've got all platforms for you to follow and watch your favorite players dito po sa inyong Premier Volleyball League. Meron pa tayong DJ dito sa loob ng Philoil Flying V. The CJ Jams taking care of the entertainment inside Volleyball Central. All right, when we come back, quarterfinal match number 2 sa aming pagbabalik dito sa SNA.
First referee, Mr. James Oliver Moore. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Let us welcome our starters from our Lady Oragons of the Philippine Navy Iriga team. At number 3, Cindy Imbo. Wearing jersey number 5, Seaman First Class, Janet Serafika. Number 9, Seaman Second Class, Ezime Acuna. Number 12, foreign guest player from the USA, Macy Ruben. Number 13, foreign guest player from the USA, Lauren White. Number 16, Divine Eguia. Libero, number 15, Mary Jane Tecal. Head coach, Petty Officer 3, Edgardo Egay Rusin. Presenting our Balipure NU Purest Water Defenders. Team captain is number 6, Joymi Cagante. At number 4, Micaela Belen. Wearing jersey number 5, Rosalind Doria. Number 10, from the USA, foreign guest player, Janisa Johnson. Number 12, Eliza Solomon. Number 18, from the USA, foreign guest player, Alexis Matthews. Libero, number 9, Jennifer Nierva. Head coach, Mr. Raymond Bates Castillo. This is match number 30, quarterfinal round.
Starting 6 on your screens para dito sa ating game number 2 ng ating quarterfinals for your Premier Volleyball League Enforced Conference. Bumabati rin kami ng magandang hapon sa lahat ng mga nanonood online on the number 1 sports website in the Philippines, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL, and of course on Liga and Liga HD. Again, the quarterfinals is a second chance for 6 teams to try to make it to the next phase. High Flyers and the Cool Smashers nakabang, Doc AJ, and you know, the Cool Smashers with the injury to Gia Morado, they will benefit from this. What is this? What? It's probably like a good 2 weeks, maybe even more rest for the teams.
Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise, more so than going into the semifinals waiting. Yung parang ano dun, yung downside lang dun is matagal yung pahinga mo eh. But because of that injury or mild injury, at least may time sila magpahinga. And for those naman, for the teams here in the quarterfinals, you know, even if you didn't qualify dun sa semifinals agad, at least there's a lot of time for you. 5 more games worth of really having that gel with the team na at least pagdating sa semifinals, ano ka pa rin eh, may momentum ka pa rin.
That is the unique format of your PVL Reinforced Conference. Purest Water Defenders gusto makabawi dito sa Lady Oragons na sungkitan ng panalo the first time out. And they're on board today. 2-1.
White, very confident even if ang lalaki ng blockers niya dun sa left wing, si Matthews, naka si Solomon.
Well, the question about itong Water Defenders naman, in their wins, Doc AJ, they have been impressive. In their losses, medyo masakit din. Like, they've had 2 sets to love leads in this tournament. And when you look at them play, it's very obvious. It's really not a talent issue. It's really a chemistry issue. Again, you've got Babes Castillo's. A lot of these girls he's coached for 4 straight years to a championship in the Nazareth School of National University, gelling with a couple of veterans from National University, and then of course some very good quality reinforcements.
Yeah, pero since yung much of the bulk of the team is still young players, you know, exceptional yung talent. It just so happens na, syempre, when it comes to long stretches of games, doon din pumapasok yung pagiging veteran. We all know na other teams are very infused with veterans and alumni from the UAAP. And itong team na to, papasok pa lang yung players nila sa UAAP. So
that's why, to me, it's impressive actually what they've done.
And usually, pag mga mas bata players, syempre, bulusok agad yan sa simula. But when it push comes to shove on high-pressure situations, sometimes that's when yung veteran factor still
grabe yung natututunan nila dito, Doc AJ. Just imagine the experience that they're getting, because obviously in the case of National U and the Water Defenders and Coach Babes, they have a bigger picture. They have a bigger goal in mind. This is all in preparation for the girls for the big UAP tournaments. But of course, like we said, for a team that's trying to gel, their wins have been very impressive. Yun nga lang, they also have been losing. And remember, you know, this is a team without, you know, the Sato's playing for another team. Yeah, Jarrell Singh is playing for another team. Of course, Jaja not with them, and then Jasmine Abor also playing for another team. So to me, realistically, they have been impressive. As Belen gets the point at the corner zone, and they look like babies. Some of them, AJ, they really look young, but they're getting some valuable experience dito sa ating torneo.
Even yung build pa ng katawan nila, alam mong ano pa mas marami pang i-gain na muscle But, you know, nakikipagsabayan sila with all the other veteran team.
Meantime, 5-4 ang ating talaan sa Water Defenders. Ang pagkakataon, Doria, yung ating nakausap kanina, with a nice play there for a 2-point lead. I'm sure they have their own goals of what to expect in this tournament. Kaya rin, a lot of the weight is really with their imports, Alexis Matthews and Janice Johnson. South Africa will be called for a violation. In the meantime, balikan natin ang ating kasamang si Roxanne from Delaware.
Graduate ng fashion design sa Michigan State. Pumunta muna sa track and field bago madiskubre ang kanyang talento sa basketball. Bago pa niya diskubre ang kanyang pagmamahal sa volleyball, yan si Alexis Matthews ng Balipure Water Defenders. At sabi nga niya, when she was able to play volleyball, she takes it as a gift. At it has become a two-way learning street pagdating niya dito sa Pilipinas dahil share din niya ang kanyang experience mula sa Romania. Pero ang bit-bit daw nila sa game na ito panlaban sa Navy Lady Oragons ay confidence. Kasi kung maaalala nyo, sila ang nagbigay ng first taste of defeat sa kanila sa opening match. But that was a different story back then. Malaki na raw ang experience nila as a team dahil nagkaroon sila ng team chemistry. And now they have also Janice Johnson on the team. Kaya naman confident daw sila that today will be a different story. Boom.
And gusto nga nilang bawian. Tama. Thank you very much. Rocks 7-6 ang ating talaan. Lady Oragons sticking close to the Water Defenders.
Or maganda yung pinapakita ng both teams. No, palitan lang ng palo. Not much errors happening for both ends. Gonna be an exciting game.
Cunha serving. Doria. This hit. The back row. And that's Cagande with a 1-2 play of her own. And that takes us to the first technical timeout of the first set. We will be back. But paulit-ulit natin nasabi at nabanggit bago tayo nagsimula, si Roxanne, si Doc AJ, and myself, that this is a game na gustong bawian. Ang Water Defenders, ang Lady Oragons, yan po yung mga numbers from the previous matchup, June 6.
As we can see naman, no, yung Lady Oragons, even if they finished last in the eliminations, they were able to stretch it out with the Cool Smashers, the number 1 set standings natin ngayon. Even if it was a 3 straight match, na-stretch out nila into the 20s. So, we all know what they're capable of. It just so happened na kailangan talaga mailabas nila yung kanilang gelling. They really want to do a much better job dito sa quarterfinal.
AC Uben getting the point there. 7 will be serving 8. This is the second game ng ating triple header. The PVL and ABS-CBN. Johnson receiving. Miscommunication there. Serafika opens up. Uben saw a hole and delivered it right straight in the middle.
Substitution.
Much credit also dun sa service ni Ibo. Tinarget niya si Matthew, or si Johnson, sorry. And na-disrupt yung kanyang approach, so hindi siya nakapag-wind up for an open kill.
Cadiolan, Esperos checking in for the very young Purus Water Defenders. No doubt, across the board, this is the youngest team in the league. Reception error.
And the point and serve.
That is Jennifer Nierva unable to get the serve.
Back-to-back good serves for Imbo. Kita niya malaki yung butas dun sa front ng zone 6. Kaya dun niya target.
You know, we talk about the locals as Johnson receives this inihatid kaagad. Balik sa kanila. Balik kay Janisa. Serafika goes for the 1-2. Nierva. Esperos, it goes back to the Water Defenders. Mababa ang bigay. Johnson looks very, very athletic when you watch her live. And I wanted to make a point though. If you're also a reinforcement, you're also, parang kumbaga, for lack of a better word, inaalalayan mo rin itong mga you have to adjust your game too, right?
Yeah, lalo na dun sa part ni Johnson and Matthews na ang kasama nila puro bata. So, of course, with their experiences sa professional and their club tournaments, talagang syempre pag naglaro sila, they have certain expectations from their teammates. But in their case, it's literally they're playing with.
Parang nasa learning phase itong mga to, and they're winning at the same time. But I'm sure because they've been around the world, napaka-competitive nila. Parang ayaw pa rin naman. I know we're trying to learn, pero ayaw natin magpatalo. Ayaw nating matalo, rather. Underhand. Johnson flies and puts it away.
A good adjustment in the part of Johnson. Kita natin, nag-aagawan pa sila ni Matthews dun sa overball. It was a sharp overball by Tikar.
Yes.
But nakita niya, medyo bukas si Serafika from the antenna, kaya malaki yung bukas.
Oh, this is tough. It's a push. So basically a free ball for the Water Defenders. Cross court by Nesperos. Oh, another low set. Nesperos swipes it to the other side. Uben, cross court. Johnson was there. Sa likod, dinala, and it's long, but oh, there's a touch. There's a touch. Oliver Mora looked at the line judge, and the line judge said there was a touch. Let's look at that. Wala, no?
Like, walang gumalaw dun sa fingers ng blockers.
That's big because it's back to a 2-point lead, 12-10.
And coming up from a lead kanina, so medyo crucial yung point na yon for the Lady Oragon.
Uben receives. AC is checked at the net emphatically by Matthews.
Good read in the part of Matthews. She knew na wala na sa optimal position yung setting ni Serafika, so there's no way that she will be able to give it dun sa gitna, no? So talagang dun sa open na lang ibabato yon.
Serafika been trying to get it in the back row. Nice dive there, Serafika unable to put it away. Matthews is checked. Johnson asking for it. goes down the line, and Imbo could not handle the velocity behind that attack.
So far, Johnson proving na her strong hits for now is the down-the-line attack. She knows that she can go over the block ni Seraphica. Not the tallest of all the imports, pero yung elevation niya, kita mo
May lutang. May lutang siya eh. Esperos goes out.
Esperos on the hit out.
Strong, young, tall, and strong Faith Nisperos. These girls are also going to not only improve experience-wise, you're talking about technique, skill, getting used to the cameras and the limelight, the attention.
11-15.
In the meantime, Lady Oragons down 4 here.
Good decision on the part of Seraphica to give it to the quick. Kita niya, siya lang yung blocker at masyado naka-ready si Matthew.
They set it up to Janisa again. You see how she, at the peak of her jump, she has that little, like just a split second, stays up in the air para makahampas ng malakas. 16-11 ang ating talaan, lamang ang Water Defenders. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Phil Hoyle Flying V Center. And let's look at some highlights from Janisa Johnson.
As you were talking lang, boom na yung elevation, yung explosiveness sa palo ni Janisa Johnson. And just appreciate how much fast twitch fibers, yung muscle composition ni Johnson. And more than the attacks, ang malaking contribution niya din is yung floor defense. And as I've seen, this first set pa lang, a lot of the passing burden nasa kanya and even the defending it. Kitang-kita mo talagang tinataas niya yung first ball just to give enough time for the setter to reach and set.
And that was a 5-setter, a heartbreaker of a loss against the High Flyers. She scored 27 points on 18 attacks. By the way, she also had 7 blocks and 3 aces in that last match. So that all went down the drain dahil yun nga, natalo. Against the High Flyers, who are waiting in the wings in the semifinals. 17-11. Seraphica bump set. And that is Lauren White.
Once again, Lauren White challenging the block ni Matthews. Kita niya, hindi masyado nakapress yung block, kaya talagang pag pinalo niya yun, mababasag at mababasag niya yung top.
12 serving 17. Matthews, that's a perfect height for her.
18-12.
How tough is that set for a youngster like Joymi Cagante? I'm sure she has never worked with somebody of that caliber, that height. Inaamoy mo as you go along in terms of yung hilig sa mga palo.
Yeah, and this is yung talagang magandang experience for her. So at least she knows na with someone who's in a higher playing level, at least na ibibigay niya na maayos. Ang laking confidence booster yun for a young setter.
We need one good stop to give a play. Wala tayong play eh. Nangyayari, mano-mano na nangyayari. Pag ikaw yung quicker, huwag wala, nasa harap mo na nahuhuli ka. Tignan mo yung, yung depensa natin, nasisira. Sabayin nyo lang. Ayan, pagkakaniberan dito, yung cross sa'yo na. Ha? Okay. Good stop.
Coach Egay just calling a time just to stop the bleeding for the Lady Oragons. Sabi niya, one stop lang. Pero so far kasi nakikita ko all the playing burden still sinasalo ng mga imports, even yung defending aspect.
As we said, the 5th and 7th scorers in the league, yung mga reinforcements ng Lady Oragons, hindi naman sila nagkukulang. Speaking of, medyo kinapos, nabitin yung serve ni Janisa Johnson. You know what I also noticed when I watched Janisa Johnson also play? Parang hindi pa nga siya, parang she hasn't even gotten to a gear na parang feeling natin very capable siya. Parang,
chill pa lang.
Oh, this is what I mean na parang she's still Parang she's adjusting to the level of her teammates.
Navy Iriga.
Serafika. Oh, that's a great play, but a great dig there by the Oragons, the Lady Oragons. Agande. Oh, Serafika was going forward already, not beaten.
Adjustment in the part of Agande. Medyo tight na yung bola eh. So she just went for an outstretched swing. Buti na lang at pumasok si Matthews in that instance.
For guest player, Alexis Matthews.
Well, Belen also showing that power. Paminsan-minsan siyang puntahan, pero pag pinuntahan siya, lakas din. The youngster Bombita.
21.
Surprise there as we look at some tweets. Kimatso, go young players. National U, go for the semis. Tanawan City, Batangas. Sana maganda yung panahon nyo dyan, ha? Medyo malakas ang ulan dito. Christian. Go, go, go. Balipure, go. Doria. Those with Doria na nakausap natin kanina. Ganun din, mga fans ng Water Defenders. Itong si John Ray.
Pasyente. Sabi niya, let's go Balipure and use. Fight hard, Solomon.
Si Eliza Solomon naman.
Speaking of which, at her height, usually, dati dine-develop yan as a middle. But right now, we can see that she's being developed as a right-wing hitter.
Lauren White for
Eliza Solomon. And Coach Babe very happy with that play as they are 3 points away.
Maganda rin yung adjustment ni Doria na even if yung quick galing na sa likod niya, at least napalo niya pa yung bola. Medyo mababa ibigay.
It's good serve. Chance here for the Lady Oragons. Serafika oversets that one. Yelva at the back. Oh, scramble there. Oh, to the Water Defenders. 2 puntos na lang at may bubulsa na nila ang first set. Eliza
Struggling with their defense. I know yung imports nila gusto rin kunin yung mga bola, but it happens na they're getting balls outside of their zones. Sa isa't isa ng imports saka local players, medyo nagkukulang ngayon sa Navy Lady Oragons.
And these 4 other players, sanay mo college na si Audrey Paran at saka si Roslyn Doria. But the others, very young. All year, dahil lamang sila ng 8, no? Pinagbibigyan din sila ni Coach Bates. This is a learning process naman for them to try to finish off an opponent in the set.
Yeah, and yung nagkulang sa kanila in their previous games, good, strong start, nagkukulang lang sa panapo, so I think this set is a good test for them to have that finishing touch.
Bombita serving. Magande opens up to Belen. Sumobra si Belen. Could not control.
19 to 23. Service.
But they're still at set point. When that is sent straight to the net, that means...
At set point advantage.
Sorry, okay, 17-24 is our score.
This is set point.
This,
for
yes.
Balipure Water.
Yes. Scoreboard dun sa set was wrong kanina. As Paran and Doria, the veterans, check that at the net. And a convincing first set win para sa koponan ni Coach Babes Castillo. 25-17 for the Water Defenders National Team. Babalik po kami.